Every time your firewall blocks something you're trying to run, you end up digging through Control Panel, clicking through 4 menus, and doing it all over again when you're done. There's a faster way, a one-click shortcut that toggles your Windows Firewall on or off in seconds. This works on Windows 10 and Windows 11. It takes under 2 minutes to set up, and it uses a built-in Windows command. No third-party software, no registry edits, nothing sketchy. Let's build it. Windows Firewall is one of those things that's quietly doing its job, until it isn't. If you're a developer testing local servers, a gamer troubleshooting connection issues, or someone who regularly switches between secure and open network environments, you already know how tedious it gets to navigate to firewall settings every single time. This shortcut cuts that entire process down to one double click. The shortcut runs a Windows command called netsh advfirewall. This is the current supported command in Windows. There's an older one, netsh firewall, but Microsoft deprecated it, and it no longer works. If you've seen old tutorials using it, that's why it fails. The command you want is to disable the firewall, netsh adv firewall. Set current profile state off. To enable it, netsh adv firewall set current profile state on. These commands apply to your current active network profile, whether that's home, work, or public. That matters, which I'll come back to in a moment. Here's exactly how to set this up. Step 1. Right-click anywhere on your computer, such as your desktop or inside a folder. In my case, I'll create a new folder for this project and give it a descriptive name to indicate its function, making it easier to identify later. Now, after right-clicking from the menu that appears, click New, then select the Shortcut option. Step 2. In the Location field, type or paste the following command: netsh adv firewall set current profile state off. Then click the Next button. In the new window, give the shortcut a name, such as Disable Firewall, and then click the Finish button. And there you have it. You've created your first shortcut, which disables Windows Firewall. Step 3. Now, we will repeat steps 1 and 2 again to create a new shortcut to enable the Windows Firewall. Repeat the same process. Right-click, and from the menu that appears, click on the New option, and then from the submenu that appears, click on the Shortcut option. This time, type or paste the following command into the Location field: netsh adv firewall set current profile state on. Then click the Next button. In the new window that appears, give the shortcut a descriptive name, such as Enable Firewall. Then, finally, click the Finish button. Congratulations! You now have 2 shortcuts, one to disable Windows Firewall and the other to enable Windows Firewall. This step is optional, but I recommend it. Give the 2 shortcuts distinct icons so you can tell them apart at a glance. Right-click the shortcut whose icon you want to change. In our case, we'll change the icon for the Disable Windows Firewall shortcut. After right-clicking, click Properties. In the window that appears, click the Change Icon button, and then click OK on the system message that appears. You'll see a large selection of default system icons, Or you can upload your own by clicking the Explore button and then selecting the icon path. In our case, I chose one of the default icons, a red error symbol, to indicate disabled. Finally, click OK, then Apply, and then OK again. Now, I'll repeat the previous steps to change the icon for the Enable Windows Firewall shortcut. This time, I will choose one of the default icons, which is a green check mark to indicate Enable. Before you run these shortcuts, there's one critical step people miss, and skipping it means the shortcut won't actually work. Stay with me. These commands require administrator privileges to run. If you just double-click the shortcut without setting this up, nothing will happen. No error, no feedback, nothing. Let's see this in a real-world test of the Windows Firewall disabling shortcut. I'll open the Windows Firewall settings page from the control panel to check its status. Is it enabled or disabled? As you can see, in my case, Windows Firewall is enabled. Now, I'll double-click the Disable Firewall shortcut. You'll see a black screen appear for a few moments, then it disappears, giving the impression that the command was executed and Windows Firewall was successfully disabled. However, if you return to the firewall page, you'll find that its status hasn't changed. It's still enabled. To fix this issue, follow these steps. Step 1. Right-click the shortcut, and from the menu that appears, click Properties. In the window that appears, click the Advanced button. Step 2. In the new window that appears, enable the Run as Administrator option. Then click OK, then click Apply, and then click OK again. Step 3. Repeat Step 1 and Step 2 for the other shortcut. Let's try running the Disable Firewall shortcut again to see the result. Double-click the shortcut. This time, you'll see a system message asking if you have permission to run the command. Just click the Yes button. Immediately, you'll see a notification from Windows Security informing you that the firewall has been disabled. To be absolutely sure, open the Firewall Settings page in the control panel. You'll find that the shortcut successfully disabled the firewall this time. A few things worth knowing before you use these shortcuts. 1. The current profile parameter only affects the network profile you're actively using. If you look at the screenshot shown now, when we activated the Disable Firewall shortcut, the effect was only on the profile being used, in my case, the guest and public profiles. The private profile was not affected. If you want to change all profiles at once, you'd replace current profile with all profiles. 2. Disabling your firewall, even temporarily, leaves your machine exposed. This is fine for a controlled test on a trusted network. On a public network like a coffee shop Wi-Fi, don't do it. You can check out our article about the 7 serious mistakes people make when using public Wi-Fi networks, and how to protect your data. I'll leave a link to the article in the description box below the video. 3. If an application is getting blocked, and that's why you're here, consider adding it as a firewall exception instead. That's a cleaner, safer fix than toggling the whole firewall off. That's the full setup. 2 shortcuts, one for off, one for on. Built on a native Windows command that still works into 6. Admin flagged, so they actually run. And done in under 2 minutes. If you're regularly testing software, running local environments, or just tired of navigating menus, this one's worth 2 minutes of setup. If this was useful, subscribe. We cover practical Windows tips like this regularly. No fluff. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.